Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-September right through to mid-October 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. I'm only using one deck because I love the simplicity it lends to this particular Celtic cross that I'm going to be doing, so let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know regarding their love life? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to see at this moment? Who is coming towards them? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Now, you may have noticed that the deck, it started to become a little bit complex. It started to become a little bit messy there. So some of you may feel literally that your love life has been a bit messy recently, or things have been complex and you're trying to keep it all together and do life. And we've got the Princess of Cups as your starting card. Now that's the equivalent of the Page of Cups. So this can be that you are trying to be open-hearted, you're trying to embrace the playful side of yourself or reconnect to a part of yourself that you may have felt has lain dormant for a while. We also have the 3 of Cups there. So I feel like you're trying to, believe in love. I feel like you're trying to be really positive. I do see that you are vibing at a frequency to focus on love and attract a soulmate at this time. And I'm actually seeing in the water, I don't know if it's relevant or not, but I'm seeing an image. It is actually of like a china cup. Okay, like a cup and saucer. It's, how can I put that? Yeah, it's like it looks like a really nice cup and saucer. It's like, flowery. It just looks like someone having tea. Okay, so either you're going to be invited out for some sort of beverage, perhaps, or maybe it's about catching up with friends. Because you do have that 3 of Cups there. But I'm just seeing like a china cup and saucer. Okay, so please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure what it's trying to give me at this time. I mean, for some of you, it could be hydrate, okay? But ultimately, I feel this is about, I gotta go get that card. It's like romancing your life in some way. And I feel more than anything, it feels like, having a drink or like, it could be a coffee in there. I'm not seeing anything in the actual cup. I'm just seeing the cup and saucer. Okay, so it could literally mean that you are purchasing one of those, or you're going to an event or attend an event where there is like a china cup and saucer, which is quite flowery. So random. I'm going to leave that image there, and I'm going to go get that card for you first. One moment, please. Sorry about that, my beautiful Cancerians. The card that dropped on the floor there is the 9 of Wands. As it is an opposing energy to your past position, which is a 3 of Swords, some of you have been getting over a heartbreak or something difficult. You may have had some sort of shock or something that you found unfair in your life, because we have the Justice card there as well. And you're just trying to mend your beautiful heart. You're learning about boundaries at this time, healthier boundaries. You're someone who is one tough cookie. Now, it doesn't mean that, you've had a previous relationship where someone disappointed you. It doesn't mean that. It can mean that, but I feel like you're getting over something that has been difficult. So it could be something personal that you've been dealing with. For some of you, it is a separation, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there, whatever it is you have been going through. The majority of you, the energy is that things have been hard. Okay, you have lots of responsibility on your shoulders. I actually feel like you've been putting off going out for a little while, or maybe you feel that you haven't been going out and having as much fun as usual because your Three of Cups is in the resistance position. So it can mean that perhaps some friends you haven't seen for a while, or you just feel that you need to get through something or get over something or focus on something first before you really get out there and, you know, connect to lots of fun things. I mean, let me just see. I mean, you're vibing at a frequency where love is kind of entering into your energetic sphere. But this reading is for the next 6 weeks. And I see that you're manifesting love at this time. I mean, there is a potential here for a high level commitment. But I see here that, you know, you will, whether you... Well, let me put it this way. If you want to get married, I do see that in your future, you will be getting married to a person, okay? I would say the next 6 weeks here is all about you investing in you. It's about you investing in knowing yourself on a deeper level. I see some of you are literally going to take some courses of learning, or maybe you're going to go on sort of spiritual development classes, or maybe you're going to join a group of people, because I'm getting an energy that there is a group of people that you haven't met yet. Okay, now it may be something you've been putting off for a while, whether it's to upskill in your career, if you're in a career, or maybe it could be that you're thinking about joining like a meditation group or a spiritual retreat, or you're thinking about going into Reiki or learning something more about your spiritual gifts, because I get an energy here of you diving deep over the next coming weeks and months. And I'm going to pull some cards on it just to see when love is arriving for you. But let us begin from the very beginning. We have the Princess of Cups. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, this is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. So there is someone new who will be on the scene for you, but I feel this is about you diving into your sense of purpose, okay? This is about you following your bliss. I feel also this is about you creating peace and harmony in your life. And for some of you, this is why I'm going to have to pull a card, because I'm getting an energy that there is someone who perhaps either you have a crush on, or perhaps is someone you know who's a friend, and they're giving you a little bit of like a hint that they kind of like you. So let me just pull a card there, because we do have these two cards together. They tend to mean there's someone you already know who, you know, is having romantic feelings for you, but maybe they don't want to cross a line at this moment in time. So let me just pull a card on this first before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know regarding their love life? Who is this person? Can you please show the way? What is going on with this person? We got the Strength card. Now that could indicate they're someone who's very strong, very protective over you, someone who perhaps has Leo placements. This is someone who's very bold and daring. I feel like they may be harboring secret feelings for you. We've got the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords, when it comes to love, it can indicate that this person, they may give mixed signals from time to time. They tend to tease you a lot, is what I'm being given here. But also, I feel sometimes they go a little bit too far. I would say this person occasionally self-sabotages. It's almost like they, you know, gather up the courage to say how they really feel about you, and then suddenly they overthink it and then they back out because they don't want to destroy your friendship. So that's what I've got coming out here. I'm just going to go a little bit further on. The Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. Okay. So it's like 1 minute they think that they're destined for you, and the next minute they're a little bit unsure about proceeding because they feel that perhaps, you know, you would basically rebuff them. I'm just getting an energy that they feel that you would reject them. Okay, so either you've kind of said to this person the kind of person you're looking for, and they're thinking, well, that's not me. So I feel this person... I'm just going to see if this person's actually going to tell you how they feel, because right now the Two of Swords is stalemate. It means nothing's happening. This person, you know, they're trying to be balanced. This person actually, deep down, they keep thinking what is best for you. So this is actually a really good friend. This is someone who is always thinking about not hurting you, making sure that they protect you, what is best for you. And that's what makes them kind of step away a little bit, because it's almost like they'd rather have you in their life than sort of make it weird by saying they have feelings for you and crossing a line. Because if you're not interested in them, then they feel that they would lose you forever. So I feel like there's unrequited love here. But let me just see, is this person going to speak their truth? Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands. This person's going to tell a friend. It's like a mutual friend here. And I feel the mutual friend is going to kind of talk them out of it, or whatever the mutual friend says. It feels very much like don't do it. Okay, so I feel this person, yeah, they're going to keep it to themselves. I want you to be aware of that, but it's coming out. I have to address it. I feel deep down intuitively, because you are very sensitive and you kind of feel people, my beautiful Cancerians, deep down you kind of know who this person is. Okay, so I feel this person's not going to be forthcoming, definitely not in the 6 weeks that I'm reading for, okay? But they are going to tell a friend. So this friend may even, in a roundabout way, sound you out. So it could be that you're quietly chilling with one of your friends and they turn around and say, what do you think about blah, blah, whatever the person's name is? And you're like, yeah, they're nice. And they're like, oh, right, okay, well, you know, I'm hearing that they're, you know, potentially seeing someone. Like, oh, wow, that's great. Congratulations. I'm so happy for them. All of your answers are giving the fact that you're not really interested in that person in that way, if you know what I mean. I'm just giving you an example. So look out for that, because these signposts are reminding you that you're on a certain journey right now and it will lead to the one. Okay, so I feel like that person, deep down looking at the energy, Nine of Wands, it's telling me that it's not the person. There's someone new who will be coming into your energetic sphere. What is crossing you is the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Swords there, some of you may have either been cheated on in the past, or you may have been let down by somebody. It doesn't have to be that there was a third party. I want you to be aware of that. Sometimes when people say third party, they immediately think to someone cheating, but it can actually be circumstances outside of the relationship, like influences from family, from friends, from work. It could be, you know, someone chooses ambition over love. So third party means something outside of the union. Some of you may have experienced relationships in the past where something got in the way of that connection. It could even be that both of you were not aligned to want marriage or children, or, you know, it feels like you've experienced something in the past with that Three of Swords in your past position where it hurt, okay? And you're doing a lot of healing. And some of you, you know, you're spending time with friends to talk it over, but this is a crossing card. So it tells me that right now some of you have been either isolating yourself or, you know, withdrawing in order to focus on something that you need to focus on first. With the Three of Cups here, though, there is the potential of some sort of group. And I feel it's a group of people, as I mentioned, you haven't met yet. So I feel it's something that you're going to invest in for you, where you learn something mainly about yourself, I feel. So it could be personal development courses. I feel this is where you are strongly going to meet a new person. And I feel, you know, you're manifesting this person into your energy field, because your first card there, it indicates you are so ready for love. Now, I do have a small percentage of my beautiful Cancerians out there who are already talking to someone new, and you may have feelings for this person, but I feel it's a very slow burn relationship. Healthy boundaries, very important, okay? I feel, you know, this relationship right now, it feels like it is going in the direction where it could be like a dream relationship where you really are both in love with each other. But right now, I feel like you're sounding each other out, okay? Let's see if you're talking to someone at this moment in time, how it's going to go. I'll pull a card on that. And then I'm going to move on with everybody else's energy who has not met somebody new. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians who've just met someone, they're already talking to someone, they're kind of having some feelings, what's going on there? Eight of Cups and the Tower. Okay, so this could indicate that something gets revealed in the relationship, and with that Eight of Cups there, it could mean that either this person is going to have like a sudden thing happen in their life and they are moving, or there's a change of direction there. The Tower with the Eight of Cups, it can indicate that there's going to be something that happens that makes you realize that perhaps this person maybe is not aligned with you in the way that you hoped for. I just want to clarify that. I don't want to influence anything, so only intuitively move through this relationship and watch a person's actions. Actions speak louder than words, of course. After the Tower, what happens there? Can you please show me? Temperance card and the Three of Wands. I mean, I got to be honest with you. The energy is pointing to like there'll be a small wait, small pause where you focus on your life's purpose, mission, and the Three of Wands is alternative options coming in. Okay, so I gotta be honest with you, if you look up the meanings of the cards, Eight of Cups is like you're walking away from something because you feel actually that's not what I'm into, or that's not what I'm wanting, or maybe you're suddenly having a change of heart. I feel there's just this energy of maybe a missing ingredient. The more you get to know this person, I feel, you know, with that Tower, maybe it's that you and a person get stuck in a cycle repeat and you're willing to take a leap of faith, but they're not, or vice versa. It just feels like right now you're getting to know each other, and there's a lot of patient energy there, but there may be some things that come up that make you question. Okay, and depending on those answers, because everybody's going to be different, and you've got that Nine of Wands there, which is all about questioning. Questioning is good. I feel like you're being really honest with this person and open, but there may be something that they reveal that perhaps you think, oh, okay, not really sure if this is my person, okay? But questioning is good. Actions speak louder than words. So if currently you're questioning where a relationship is going, that's probably part of your answer, because the relationship that's heading in the right direction, you don't really question it. It just feels right. It's just happening. Okay. So with a lot of respect, I'm going to move away from that energy. I feel like the majority of my beautiful Cancerians that I'm tapping into right now, there is a new person to come. Okay, so let's move on from that. Right now on the earthly plane, we've got the Sun card. So this is about you going through an awakening period. It can also be that the Sun is you being positive. You're trying to find happiness in the present moment. You're doing you. You're investing a lot of your energy and time in you, your family, the people you really care about. The Sun card is really a card of having confidence. It's taken you a long time to tap into that confidence. So I feel that this is a learning curve for you, and I actually see that you get a lot of attention. Maybe you don't see it. Three of Cups in the resistance position tells me that you don't tend to notice people noticing you, but you do garner a lot of attention. And the Sun card, it can indicate that you are now allowing yourself to be seen. So after a period of perhaps being a little bit in hermit mode, or perhaps, you know, looking at the energy, there's been nobody really sparking your attention, apart from that small percentage of people who may have connected to somebody new recently, but it just feels like it's at a plateau and you're wondering, but we've already covered that. The Sun card, I feel this is about you breaking down walls within yourself to heal, but also to keep boundaries high. Now, what's important is that when we go through a healing process, sometimes, especially if we've been hurt in the past, because this is the past position, and I feel like you're not going to be hurt anymore. I feel like there's a new relationship coming in, but you're doing a lot of processing. And if we get hurt, you know, we tend to erect a brick wall sometimes to protect ourselves. And it's really important to recognize that a brick wall is not going to let anyone in. Not even the right love, you know? So it's about having that healthy boundary, knowing what it is that you want. So I feel right now you're on that journey of self-discovery, knowing more about yourself, learning to enjoy the single moment, your single life, the solitary energy. There really is a difference between solitariness and loneliness, okay? And I feel that, you know, you have a lot of love around you, you have a big support network around you. But of course, you're looking for love. And with the Justice card presence, it can indicate that you fluctuate between wanting to go out there, find love, or get into a group of people, go out with friends. And then there's the homebody aspect where you're like, you know what, it's kind of cozy. I feel kind of safe, want to catch up with TV shows that you like, perhaps, or, you know, being a bit of a homebody, staying in your apartment or your, you know, house or whatever it is. So I feel there's an energy here of you kind of sometimes wanting love, but not making it a priority. But the next 6 weeks, something is changing within you where you are making it more a focus. And that is changing the energy, because your Magician card is the manifestation. It's the outcome position, which means your thoughts are becoming things. So the more you focus on the sort of person you would like to attract, what they look like, how they smell, like really go down to details, really visualize what it is you want, like you got it now. And because you have that Princess of Cups, this is the dream of love. And the Magician card tells me it becomes your reality. So with this Three of Swords, I feel right now you're identifying things in your life that are hard, that are a struggle, things that hurt. You're processing these things in order to let them go and leave them in the past. You're definitely leaving something in the past that has been very painful or difficult. Now, it doesn't have to be about a love relationship. As I said, it could be a personal thing that you've been going through and you've been struggling with it and you can't see how love is going to come into your life, but it is going to come in. This is not the end of your love story, okay? Now, I'm actually hearing a song in the water right now. I want to be very clear about this one. I just got to get through this. Got to take my mind off of you. Okay, very famous song. This is by someone called Daniel Bedingfield. And I think I've said that right. And this can indicate that some of you beautiful Cancerians, there's someone that you think of from time to time. I mean, it's in a past position. You don't really want to return to this person, but there's someone who perhaps pops into your mind and they may have done something that really hurt you and you're kind of questioning, why did they do that? Sometimes we have to, unfortunately, have the most difficult decision to move on from something, knowing that we will never get an answer. Even if we are face to face with that person and we say, why did you do that? Why did you hurt me? Why did you, lie to me? Why did you, that person, even though they may know their own truth, they may not give you that truth. Sometimes, they may tell us what they think we want to hear, or they may shrug their shoulders and say, I don't know. I've had that in the past where something happened. I was like, I can't believe that happened. Why? And they just shrug their shoulders and were like, I don't know. I'm like, really? That's the only thing you're going to give to this connection? That's how deep you felt this connection was, that you kind of shrugged your shoulders like it was nothing? So sometimes people, very complex, they will not give you the answers you seek. So therefore, we go round and round in circles and we build our own kind of idea of what it could be. And that's when it starts to haunt us. So we have to acknowledge that the past, it happened, it shapes who we are. So some of you are a little bit cautious, a little bit guarded. That's the Wounded Warrior card right there with that Nine of Wands. So it can make us feel really guarded. And although it influences who we are moving forward, we must remember that it's now in the past. It's almost like an illusion, like it happened, but it's not in our energy anymore. It's left an imprint in us. And if we carry that around with us, the only person we're hurting is ourselves. The person who did the damage in the relationship or made their decisions. Because remember, we don't do something to another person. We make our decisions and it affects the other person in a certain way. So I feel, there are the odd people who do something to a person on purpose because they're malicious. And that's, of course, not very nice. But I feel this is about owning your energy. It is about revealing your truth, being empowered, and walking away from something that keeps on hurting you, because the only person it's hurting is you. So this is about identifying it, seeing it clearly. These two cards are all about illumination, the light, and basically saying, I see you, that memory that keeps trying to hurt me or stop me from moving on to new love. For some of you, it could be even an ex who occasionally reaches out to say, I miss you, or, someone who keeps that tether to you, that cord that reels you back, but never really goes anywhere. It's just holding you and keeping your time. And time is the one thing we can never get back. So I feel a lot of you, especially with this Justice card, you're cutting ties with certain things that hold you back, and you are empowering yourself. You're very attractive, both inside and out. You have a beautiful, playful heart. You're so sensitive and loving. and kind and compassionate. And you may have had experiences in the past where someone took that love and kindness and they, used it to their advantage in some way. And with this Justice card, I feel some good karma is coming your way, but you're looking at your options. You need to make some adjustments in your life. And I feel with this card, it indicates that there is a contract between you and someone new coming into your life. And I feel this is the relationship that you are going to end up with long term. There's a potential here for marriage with this new person who is coming in, okay? So the Justice card is in your potential position, which means, the universe is sending you something good. The universe is sending you that karma. Destiny and fate are presiding over things, and I feel this is about you being honest with yourself, being direct about what it is you want in a relationship, what it is you certainly do not want in a relationship. And that Nine of Wands in the near future position is telling me that you're not giving up on love. Okay, the Nine of Wands indicates you're under a lot of pressure, you've got a lot of responsibilities. With the Justice card and that song, I think that song's actually called I Gotta Get Through This. And maybe there's something that you're getting through right now. For some of you, with that Justice card and the Three of Swords, it could be that you're going through a divorce, okay? Or you're going through a very painful separation. It could also be that you are grieving somebody and you are going through legalities in some way, and you're like, you know what, I can't focus on new love. I want it, but I can't focus on it right now because I got to get through this. So maybe that's what the song is about. Maybe some of you are trying really hard to focus on something that's connected to your purpose. So it could be that you're like, you know what, I want to move to a new neighborhood. So I got to get through this part, and when I am settled there, then I will start opening myself up to look for love. So I feel there's something here that you feel is a primary focus, but I also see that you are going to be focused on love, and I feel like you're actually going to meet someone. And with this card, this is a card that indicates that, you are currently reevaluating your circumstances. When you've got the Justice card, this is about your actions and how they have consequences. Okay, so if you are always a homebody, for example, you do your day-to-day projects and find yourself at home. If you're not online dating, chances of finding someone new to be in a relationship are going to be slimmer than if you are, going out with friends or going to events or putting yourself in a position to meet new people or new experiences, okay? So I feel like you're taking a very honest, open look at your life, a critical eye. Perhaps that's what this is, because my guide just nudged me to pick this card up. Some of you could be casting a critical eye on your life right now. And although it is difficult to do that, sometimes we have to have that brutal honesty with ourselves and say, okay, I've been ignoring the signs that, you know what, a year, 2 years, 3 years have passed. I kept saying that I'm going to go out and do all these things, but time is passing and I still haven't done what I thought I was going to do. So it can indicate that, time is ticking and you feel that perhaps you could do something for you that you've been putting off for some time because your guides have been whispering to you to do it, whatever that is. If it's been like, go on a spiritual retreat or go on a vacation or, take up that class, and you've been like, oh yeah, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm too busy, or I've got a lot on my plate, or I've got responsibility, because the Justice card is duty. It is about your responsibilities, and they are your presiding energy right now. But with this Nine of Wands, you're going to push through this, and I feel like you actually are going to accomplish what you set out to do, which is to be in a high-level commitment and actually meet someone who loves you in the way that you love, because you tend to give your all, okay? And the person that you're attracting right now, I feel like it's very much like very intimate relationship, and it's almost like first love, okay? Because I see here that there's no baggage. That's what I'm picking up on. But when I get to the Magician card, I will clarify, when you may meet this person, what's going to happen there. I feel you meet this person, as I said, in a group of people that you do not know, okay? I feel it's very much connected to something that you invest in to do for yourself, okay? So whether it's a book group, whether it's a walking group, whether it's an artistic group, spiritual group, or some sort of sporting group, I feel you meet someone in a group of people where, you know, you're meeting for the first time kind of thing. Now we've got the Chariot card there. This is your advice to yourself in this moment, which is to stay on top of things, keep focused. I mean, the Chariot card is victory. It means you need to dedicate yourself to the thing that you want. And we've got the Princess of Cups there, which of course is an energy of love. So I feel like you will be dedicating yourself to finding love and you will be successful. But some of you may have some sort of event or travel or relocation that's going on right now, because this is a movement card. Now, when I apply it at grassroots, if you're not doing any of those things, for example, you're not moving or you have no plans to move right now, it can be that there is going to be infinite improvement in your love life. But there's something either you got to do first, or there's an energy here of you channeling all of your energy to create space and time for love to come on in. So with the Chariot card, this is motivation. The motivation to go out there and have new experiences that you're going to enjoy for you first, because you're being called to erect healthier boundaries, but also to fall in love with your life, romance your life, and reignite that lust for life as well. So these are the things, because I feel like you're in a deep period of learning, especially with the Hierophant there. This is a card that indicates have faith, because I feel, you know, this is not the end of your love story. There is someone coming on in, but this is also a card of mentorship. It can be that you are joining the education system, for example, or as I said, joining a group where you learn something that you're interested in, and you will sort of be in a group of people. For some of you, you are that mentor. It could be that you're deciding to start some sort of group to either teach people about their spirituality, or maybe you have some sort of knowledge that is niche or in a certain industry where you are going to be taking classes, and it could be that the people that you are teaching. So for example, if you're a yoga teacher and you decide to set up some classes somewhere, the people who come to your class, there could be someone new that you meet there. So I'm just trying to give you different scenarios of where you may have a group of people where you're going to meet this new person, because I feel like this is very precise to your situation. Now, when I'm touching this card, because it is a card that indicates marriage, okay, I'm being given a symbol, and that symbol is, it's a heart, okay, in the water, but over the heart there is an infinity symbol. So they're mixed, a heart with an infinity symbol across it. So please look out for that image. I feel it is a sign for you to indicate that you are about to meet a person, and they are the one, and they will be with you for the rest of your earthly journey. Okay, that's what I'm being given there. Now, if you like tattoos, this person could have a tattoo of that. Maybe you've got a tattoo of that, or it could be that when you go on a date with this person or just meet a new person, that you're going to see that as a sign on a billboard or a poster or sticker or whatever it is, or maybe it's just before you meet someone. So that sign, very precise, look out for it, okay? Now, we've got the Moon card. This is a hope and a fear position. Now, this is fear itself. The Moon card can indicate that some of you fear that, you know, you're never going to meet anybody. You may be feeling that you tend to meet people who in some way end up hurting you or cause some level of jealousy, or I actually get a feeling here as well that some of you have been very frustrated. You're almost like confused as to why love has not happened for you. And I feel that it's because you're meant to meet this particular person who is coming in divine timing. We all have certain lessons that we have to learn first and go through different stages before we meet the one. And every person has a different journey. So we can never like compare ourselves to another person's journey. But with the Moon card in this position, this is a call to, as I said, romance your life. And it actually means that suddenly, out of the blue, there will be a new opportunity to meet love, because the Moon represents the hidden, the universe orchestrating things behind the scenes, things that you're not even aware of just yet that are coming into your life that are so positive. So I feel there is, of course, someone new coming in, but also there's someone who has hidden feelings for you, and we've already addressed that too. So as you can see, we've got the dog and the wolf on this card, and this represents settling down versus independence. So I feel like, you know, you're about to meet someone where it's the best of both worlds. Now, I'm just going to pull a quick card on that moon card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? We've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, some of you, you're acutely aware that you're looking for a high-level commitment. The circumstances outside of yourself, you've got the Hierophant. So the universe is sending you a love to believe in, a love that will, bring a lot of joy, and you'll settle down with this person. However, there is an energy here of you perhaps feeling that people right now on the dating scene, I see a lot of you have withdrawn from the dating scene, or you're very guarded because people are looking for just the physical. So I feel you're not looking for that. I feel like you are very attractive and you are magnetic, and you're going to notice a lot of people noticing you. So what I'm going to give you here with this energy that's coming in, there is a potential fling coming towards you, or a flirtation. Now, it doesn't have to get physical. It can be someone is going to give you a compliment, or there's a flirtation, a frizz-on between you and somebody. But I feel like you deep down look in another direction. It's still giving me the same energy of someone being interested in you and you kind of going, it's kind of nice, but it's not what I'm looking for. So whatever this energy is, it just feels like you're looking in another direction, even though you're going to have an admirer approach you, or you're going to be flirting with someone, and it just feels like it doesn't go anywhere. But I feel this is your decision rather than theirs, okay? Because the Two of Swords is an uncertain energy. So again, it could even apply to some of the wonderful Cancerians out there who've just started talking to someone new. As I said, the undercurrent is like an unsure energy. You're not really kind of convinced that this person is the one. It's almost like you're sitting on the fence. There's a lot of attraction there, but there's a missing ingredient. So it's like you keep on shining your light and attracting other people. And as you can see, this figure is looking away from this figure. So I feel like you are attracting someone where there is going to be a flirtation that could get physical if you want it to. That's your call. We all have free will. But ultimately, there is a soulmate coming in after that, okay? Now, your final card there is the Magician. So this is about you kind of manifesting what you want. But I'm also getting this energy of, and I don't normally get this, but I can see why. I'm getting this energy of smoke and mirrors, okay? Now, magicians, of course, they're always like doing the sleight of hand stuff and the magic. So maybe that's the energy that I'm tapping into. So that's why I feel very much, based on your previous experiences, it's very important to watch a person's actions always. I mean, there can be so many people out there who have flowery words, they're really great with conversation, and they can convince you of everything, but always watch a person's actions. I don't see anything like untoward here, but I feel this is something you've had to learn as a red flag in relationships. As I said, we're always learning, and you've been going through a very deep learning process. You've been developing your spiritual gifts, your intuition during this period. And now I feel like you are about to manifest a person who brings joy, love, happiness. But the smoke and mirror thing is almost like there is like a flirtation that comes in before it that doesn't really go anywhere. So I keep getting that message coming through for this particular group of people that I'm tapping into. So let me just pull a final card on that Magician energy. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is really about you recognizing that you're a gift. You want to settle down, of course. And I get an energy that you should be comfortable in yourself and confident enough in yourself to recognize that you have a lot to offer when it comes to love. And if something doesn't feel satisfying, don't invest in it any further, okay? We've also got the Knight of Cups. So, I mean, looking at these cards, it's like Queen energy came out for you. This is not, gender specific, this reading. Queen energy tends to mean that you're at a certain stage in your life where you've reached a level of maturity. So we had a Queen of Wands just a moment ago to highlight how attractive you are, both inside and out, that you are magnetic, that actually you have a lot of personal power that you're tapping into at this time. Queen of Pentacles is like be secure in your energy. It's be grounded. You're focused on your plans. You're someone who's trustworthy, loyal, and you deserve someone who is exactly the same. And the Seven of Pentacles is an energy of being at a fork in the road. It can indicate that someone comes in who doesn't really invest, or you're not really wanting to invest in it any further because you feel it's like got that missing ingredient, or it's just not satisfying. I mean, Seven of Pentacles is always like dissatisfaction, okay? Working really hard towards something and feeling like it's not really it. And then we've got that Knight of Cups energy, which means high-level commitment, romantic connection, a love that is actually divine, that is going somewhere, that is intimate and, you know, chivalrous. You know, it's also someone who's connected to desire, lots of passion there. And I feel this is the person that you will fall in love with, okay? So again, it's giving this message, watch out, there's a flirtation coming in, but I feel ultimately you decide, because the energy is telling me that perhaps that's not the person. You will know the person as soon as you meet them. I would say you're not going to meet this person in the next 6 weeks. However, I feel you're called in your attention to connect to a group of people to study something or do something where you learn something. Now, when I say study, it can be that you're going off to do some sort of wonderful creative endeavor, learn about painting or pottery, or, you know, maybe you're going to join a group of people who are involved in a sport, or, you know, people who are involved in the community. So please take it as it resonates. Depends on what you're into, because of course your reading is all about focus, and as this is a general reading, it's all about general focus there. I'm just going to go get some final cards before I close your reading. Joy and music, cleansing storms, and thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels, can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? Wildness, electricity. So yeah, this period is about rewilding yourself, reconnecting to your sense of wildness, learning more about you, reconnecting to a part of you that you feel may have been left dormant for quite some time. So you're called to joy. We've got music there. So this is about raising your vibrations, but it's also about going out there having fun. It's number 28 there. When you reduce it, 2 + 8, of course, is 10. So this can be an ending brings a wonderful new beginning there too. Now, this card is about changing your mood or looking at ways to express yourself more fully. So if you feel, especially with that 9 of Wands there, that experiences have made you feel very guarded, this is about being open and honest and being direct, because if you're not, then of course it leads to confusion. And nobody's a mind reader, so it's really important to recognize that expressing yourself is encouraged in a loving relationship, okay? And I feel you could even meet this person that's connected to music, perhaps. It will bring you a lot of joy, this connection. We've also got cleansing storms, okay? So this is about purifying, it's about healing, it's about letting go of something that perhaps was hurting you. When we've got electricity, and we've got a lot of electricity in your reading, there's different types of electricity, right? You had the tower come out, which means you are, changing frequencies right now. You're elevating in your vibrations, which means higher frequencies shatter anything that is not authentic or true in your life. And that includes people, situations. So you may have noticed that your friendships are changing, the way that you feel about the world is changing. You're seeing through things that perhaps other people don't see. So you're in a different vibration right now, and it means that you are letting go of a lot of things that do not bring personal development and growth, anything that's made you feel stuck or stagnant. So you're moving on from these things. And it's number 23. When you reduce it, it's 5, of course. So this is a number of challenge. This can indicate that you're getting over something that was difficult, and now you're releasing it, letting it go. That's where the growth lies. Then, once the storm passes, it leads to the sun, and that's what you're about to experience right now. Now, this card, it typically means that you have been going through something difficult, but you need to raise a lot of energy within yourself in order to change some part of your life, okay? So it can mean that you're gathering up all this energy, you're making some drastic changes in your life, but it empowers you. And this is a card you need to be specific about what it is you need to release at this time. And we've got wildness, electricity. It's almost like going through this process is going to set you free in some way. And with this card, I mean, it's number 36, which of course is 9 when you reduce it. This can indicate hermit energy of, reflection, wisdom, knowledge. It sets you free. It enlightens you. And I mean, this card in particular, the energy I'm getting from this is to embrace your personal magnetism, embrace your wildness, of course, free yourself from self-imposed restraints or constrictions there. It's also about immediate action, okay? So if you have a spark of an idea to do something, you're being called to do it at this time. Connect to a group of people, connect to your spirituality, deepen your spiritual beliefs. Because I feel for some of you, especially if you're religious, and my readings are not about religion, but if you are religious, it could be that you're going to invest deeper in your spiritual beliefs and connect to groups of people connected to your religion in some way. So I feel this is a great time for integration for you, and actually you're going to meet someone who is a soulmate out of it. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, so we have a teddy bear, okay? Now, because we have the teddy bear and we have the sun card, some of you have been called to do a lot of inner child work at this time, okay? You've been healing some stuff from the past. Doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be, experiences you witnessed when you were younger. Perhaps parents or guardians divorced or had a very turbulent relationship, and that was your first foundation of what it meant to love. And it could cause a lot of insecurity that has been passed on to you. So you may be actually breaking a generational cycle that can be very, very difficult. Some of you may also have experienced a very traumatic experience in your journey up until now, and you're seeking comfort, but you must heal something, process it, so it no longer holds any power over your future happiness. Now also we have a leaf, okay? So it could be literally that you're turning over a new leaf. It could also be that, you're pruning your life in some way, deadheading the roses, as it were, to promote growth. I mean, the leaf is actually detached from a tree, so it can indicate that some of you have gone through a divorce or a separation. You've detached from someone or something that basically was not fulfilling for you, and you're allowing it to be let go now. I feel like you're in the flow of letting something go so that you can encourage something else to grow, because of course we've got that plant pot there. Something that is more stable, secure, and you can actually see growth in this. I mean, this trinket, it normally connects to the Ace of Pentacles, so that means someone new coming in who invests in a relationship in the future. And I can see after the 6 weeks, you are about to meet someone, and it is a loyal, loving relationship. But it's also very romantic. And watch this person's words. They are going to leave you with no doubt how they feel about you, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.